Hi guys, we just have a little video today. It's more of a snack. I just wanted to share with you a single phrase that I can almost guarantee will change the way you and your family handle behavior problems with your kids. So here it is. Ready? They're not giving you a hard time. They're having a hard time. And here's what that means. Kids don't melt down or have tantrums or cry inconsolably for fun. They do it because they've run out of internal resources and they aren't able to do whatever it is we're asking them to do. And maybe all it is we're asking them to do is tolerate the frustration of not being allowed to drink from the dog's water bowl. I didn't say that you had to be asking them to do something big. I just said that they don't have the skills to do whatever it is we're asking them to do. And here's why. It doesn't feel good to lose it like that. They're not doing it to you. They're doing it because they just can't help themselves. Toddlers, people, are good if they can be. They want to please you. They want you to be proud of them. So if they're rolling around on the floor and screaming and crying, it's because they don't know what else to do. Kids melt down when we ask them to do something they can't do. It doesn't have to be complicated, like I said before. Maybe what we're asking them to do is sit in the grocery cart and wheel by the sugary cereals without grabbing one. Maybe it's just asking them to sit in the grocery cart and be a little bored for just a little longer than they can tolerate. Either way, I think it's helpful to reframe the way we think about these meltdowns. It's tempting to ask, why are you giving me such a hard time? But they're not doing it to you. They're just doing it near you because they don't have the coping skills to manage their impulses or tolerate frustration or whatever skill it is that isn't adequately developed for whatever we're asking them to do. If they're melting down, it may be because we've asked more of them than they're capable of at that moment. We should think of these behavioral problems less as a problem in and of itself and more as a signal that allows us to identify skills that they still need to work on a bit more. All of the different ways your kid melts down and all the things that they do when they melt down are not individual problems. They're just different flags that your kid is using to let you know that they can't do it. Whatever it is, they can't do it. The best way to address those behavior problems is not to focus on the signal or the variety of ways that your child lets you know that they can't do whatever it is. The best way to address these behavior problems is to look at what happened right before they gave us the signal. What happened right before they started to melt down? What were you doing? What were they doing? What were you saying? What were they saying? That will tell you what your child is struggling with, and that is where we should focus our attention. Because if we can identify the skills that your child is still working on and help them develop those skills, then there will be fewer situations where they lack the coping strategies to handle whatever it is that life is throwing at them. Now, this is obviously just the start of this conversation. There is so much more to dig into to figure out how to problem solve these situations, and we're absolutely going to dig into it more fully in future videos. But starting from right now, if you can begin to view these behavior problems not as the primary problem, but as the signal that your child is lacking certain skills, coping strategies, then when we talk about how to work on developing those skills in future videos, you may have already identified a mental list of areas that your child needs to focus on. But if we haven't met, I'm Erin. I'm a board-certified pediatrician, and I hope this was helpful for you today. Let me know in the comments if you'd like more content like this. Feel free to click my face right over here to subscribe. YouTube thinks you might like this video, and until the next time, remember that the best way to take care of your kids is to take care of yourself.